Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Elijah Talks Football and welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well on this special day today. I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I know I said it last time, but Christmas has passed and I hope you've done something very well yesterday, like getting gifts, going to parties, like celebrating, like go to church to celebrate Jesus Christ was born on that day. And yeah, so I hope you guys had a great Christmas. So unfortunately, it's over, but time goes quick every single year, and we cannot wait for Christmas 2024. So yeah, so Christmas is over, but Boxing Day is still part of Christmas, so it's still not over yet because we've only got a couple of days to go until 2023 is over. So yeah, time is coming in thick and fast. So I hope you guys had a great Christmas day, and now the Premier League is back. We've seen Christmas Eve, 2 days ago being a fixture, but it won't happen again next year, so that's a good thing. And yeah, now we've got some Boxing Day fixtures today, some games on Wednesday, and a couple of good ones on Thursday, including Arsenal versus West Ham United. That should be a very, very good game to watch. So, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you never ever miss out of my YouTube content, and click the share button. Tell a friend, they're allowed, they are welcome to come to my YouTube channel. React to my predictions and let them know what's their predictions. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you follow me on social media, just let me know what your prediction is, and I'll react to them as soon as I can. So if you guys can do those four things for me, then that'll be absolutely great. Right, without further ado, let's start off with today's fixtures. So, as you can see on the screen, there are so many games on Tuesday, a couple on Wednesday, and only two on Thursday. So let's start with Tuesday's one. And we've got an earlier kickoff, and it is Newcastle United versus Nottingham Forest. Now, both teams have lost. I mean, I didn't expect. I mean, with the new manager Bowles, I would have thought that Forest would beat what was it Bournemouth. But the fact that Willy Bonny got that red card, I just worry that that's not going to happen. To me, that game, I think Willy Bonny deserves not to get sent off because that second yellow card was absolutely atrocious. I mean, did it not the rule says that if you win the ball despite a challenge, you won't get booked? Like, I just don't get it. I see Malo Gusto getting it. I see many times what is it? Rudiger or something like that getting sent off. Like I just don't get it. Like if you win the ball despite you fouling the player, that's not a yellow card. I mean, these rules just need to change, man. I feel sorry for Nottingham Forest because who's going to be playing Willy Bonny's position now? And plus, they're away to Newcastle, which is going to be a difficult game. Like Eddie Howe, we need to speak about him because their away form is absolutely horrendous. I think the last time we can remember getting a win was Sheffield United and all that stuff. But like Luton Town, I mean, two home games that they've won, and especially beating Newcastle. I predict that game to be a draw, but Newcastle, man, if they're not careful, that Eddie Howe, I mean, there must to be serious questions because you win the top four, you've done really well last year. Now, can you go ahead and just be a bit better than last season? Unfortunately, not. You just can't. So, but listen, this game is at St. James Park, so many teams go out there and don't get that win. So um, for this game, I feel like Nottingham Forest will score, but I think Newcastle get that win. So, and this game is an earlier kickoff. And we don't see big teams, especially like the Newcastle, don't do well at earlier kickoff. So, yeah, for this game, later on today, I think I have to go for Newcastle win. I have to because it's at St James Park, and plus Nottingham Forest got Willy Bolly sent off. So, and it's still a difficult place to go to. So I'm going to go for 3-1. The goal scores for me, I'm going to go for Callum Wilson, Alexander Isak, Anthony Gordon. For Forest, though, I'm going to go for Awoniyi. That's the only goal scorer I'm going to go for Forest. Or maybe Callum Hudson-Odoi, but I'm not sure who. But yeah, I'm going to go for 3-1 to Newcastle United. I feel like they will bounce back. And I feel like Nuno bringing him in and sacking Steve Cooper, I feel like that's the one decision because imagine if Nottingham Forest get relegated this season, then that would be the owner's fault. That would be their fault because honestly, if Steve Cooper was closer to the relegation zone, then I get it. But they're not, especially at Christmas. So I just don't get it. But listen, I'm not sure if Nuno what Nuno can do up against Newcastle and St James Park, but all I know is that they're losing this game 3-1. So that's my prediction for that game today. So yeah, 3-1 to Newcastle United. Right, the next one is Bournemouth against Fulham. Now, of course, Fulham lost against Burnley, which I didn't expect. Whereas for Bournemouth, Dominic Solanke got a hat trick, and yeah, like I said, I thought Bournemouth. In my mind, I was thinking 2-1 to Bournemouth, but since that new manager bounce, I had to go for Nottingham Forest win. But I should have went for a Bournemouth win at first because I would have at least gotten the points because that ended 3-2. But yeah, Bournemouth. I mean, they're doing good as well over the last couple of games. They're starting to look good. And also, they're on the same points as Chelsea. So, and of course, Chelsea game is on a Wednesday. And if Bournemouth beat Fulham later on today, they could go above Chelsea for the very first time and be above the mid-table. So yeah, that's why I hope Fulham can do the job. But since Bournemouth are tending to do well the last couple of games, especially Dom Solanke, unfortunately, Fulham fans, I have to go for Bournemouth win. But I'm gonna go for this game will be difficult because I do see Fulham scoring, but I think Bournemouth will get that win. It's going to be do I see, do I see Bournemouth scoring 3 goals in this game? But I think they will win though. They will definitely win. Um, yeah, I might go for 2 on Bournemouth. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Sorry, don't know why that's keep on happening. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2 on Bournemouth because I think Fulham because I don't think Fulham will make silly mistakes that like Nottingham Forest is and get sent off. But I think Bournemouth will get that win, unfortunately. So yeah, the goals goes for me. I'm gonna go for Dominic Solanke and Jess Billing. For Fulham, I'm gonna go for Willian. That's all I've got to say. Yes, they couldn't. Yes, they didn't score against Burnley, but I feel like they will lose. But I feel like they will definitely score against Bournemouth because Bournemouth I mean, I can't remember the last time they ever kept a clean sheet. I think it might be the game against what was it, Sheffield United, and I think that's it. So yeah, so I don't think both are going to keep a clean sheet like Burnley did last week. What's this? Okay, sorry guys, just one of my things takes them, but I'll look in there just a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a full Bournemouth 2-1 win against Bournemouth. So there we go. All right, the next one, that's the game I'm definitely going to be watching, and it is Sheffield United up against Luton Town. Now, of course, Sheffield United got that draw against Aston Villa, and they are the team here that went to Villa Park and ended Villa's unbeaten win one um you know winning form. Because before that game, Aston Villa have gotten 18 games unbeaten, which is 18 wins in a while at Villa Park, but Sheffield United stopped them. So yeah, I mean they could have managed to at least hold on to a win, a massive win, but they've drawn that game. Whereas for Luton, they've won against Newcastle. So yeah, so both teams who were in the bottom didn't manage to lose that game. Now this one is so difficult to predict because Luton Town's away form is not that great, and Sheffield United's only win at home was against Wolves. So it's so difficult to predict because you know. But that's why I'm thinking that this is going to be a draw over it. That is what I'm thinking. That this game is going to be draw written all over it. So yeah, for this game today, I'm gonna go for 1-1 because both teams are on bottom. I mean, both teams are in the relegation zone. You know, Luton Town's away from me isn't that great. Sheffield United's record isn't that great as well. I'm gonna go for 1-1, even though I feel like Sheffield United will get that win because this game is at Bramall Lane. But I'm gonna go for a draw because it's so difficult to predict. Even though both teams are starting to pick up some decent form, they're still in the relegation zone. So, yeah, I'm going to go for draw 1-1. For Luton Town, I think I might go for Andres Townsend. So he scored against his old club. For Sheffield United, I'm not sure who. But yeah, I'm just going to go for 1-1 draw. I'm not sure what's happening to eliminating Dye because he was one of their best players last season. So I'm not sure what's happening to eliminating Dye. I will check that out later on so that I can keep you guys up to date because I haven't seen much of eliminating Dye. I'm not sure if he's injured or he's going to be out of the West this season, but he's their best player. So I'm not sure what's happening to him. But yeah, I'm going to go for 1-1 to both Sheffield United and Luton Town. So there we go. All right. The next one is at Turf Moor, 5:30 p.m. kickoff, and it is Burnley up against who'll be facing Liverpool at Turf Moor. Now, of course, um, Liverpool would have won that game if Trent Alexander-Arnold would have scored that chance, and if they would have gone a penalty. Because when I saw the first half, I saw Jurgen Klopp and who else was it? The fans angry. I was thinking to myself, what they angry for? Then I went on Instagram and also TikTok and X, and I saw that video that's saying that talking about Liverpool getting a penalty, and I thought to myself, okay, no wonder why the fans were angry, because I would have thought that is VR checking something, but they didn't check on anything, and I feel like that Liverpool were robbed because I believe that was definitely a penalty because yes, Martin Odegaard turned, but you cannot handle the ball. You cannot touch the ball inside your own area. And look at this. Not only that, but William Saliba, who could be the best centre back, thinks that's also a penalty as well. So and I never thought that, and I want to see if also, and I want to see what Arsenal fans think of William Saliba saying that's a penalty, because I would have thought that he's going to disagree instead of, and giving it to Liverpool. So if you're an Arsenal fan, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of that from Lim Saliba? So but overall, I think Liverpool, should have won this game, but they're still unbeaten at Anfield. But I believe they should have won this game at least. So that's the most disappointing thing for them. But listen, they're away to Burnley. Their last home game, I believe they've lost against to Everton 2-0. So yeah, for this game, Liverpool will bounce back because yes, they're still in the title race, but they need to pick up wins because they should have won against Manchester United, and they should have won against Arsenal. So yeah, if they would have won those games, they would have been in first place, and they will be the team. Yeah, they'll be top of Christmas. So yeah, so that's unfortunate for them. But yeah, for this game on later on today, I'm gonna go for 3-0 Liverpool. That is my prediction for that game. Um, I'm gonna go for 3-0 Liverpool. I feel like they will keep a clean sheet, like they didn't like they have done against Manchester United. But this time, I believe they'll win. So I'm gonna go for 3-0 Liverpool. The goal scorer swing. I'm gonna go for Mo Salah. I'm gonna go for maybe Darwin Nunes and also Cody Gakpo. Those are going to be the three goal scorers. So, yeah, there we go. And Mo Salah, after scoring that goal against Arsenal, that is his 151st goal in the Premier League. So, he's starting to catch up. He really is starting to catch up. So, let's see if Mo Salah is going to keep on staying for Liverpool and see if he's going to be in the top like 5 in terms of the all-time Premier League goal scorers. So let's see what he can do. But yeah, I think he will score Cody Gakpo and Darwin Nunes. So yeah, 3-0 to Liverpool. It's going to be my prediction for that game later on today. And next one, this should be a very, very good game as well to watch. It is Manchester United up against Villa. Now, I wanted to do a live watch along, but that all depends, yeah, if if I'm not that busy because I've got some plenty things to do today. So, but listen, like I said, I'll let you guys know on my socials if I'm going live on that YouTube channel. So yeah, so I'll let you guys know. So I will be going live, maybe so, maybe not, but you just follow me on Instagram and and then you'll be able to find out. But yeah, Manchester United up against Aston Villa. Now, this game, I'm I feel like yeah, Aston Villa's last game was against Brentford and they beat them, you know. So yeah, Manchester United, I mean, listen, eighth place under Eric Ten Hag, 13 defeats. I like how I did that stat. 4 games, yeah, without scoring. The first time that's ever happened since 1992. Sorry, since 29 years ago that ever happened. And the last time when Manchester United have lost 13 games in all competitions before Christmas was in 1930, 93 years ago. I mean, Eric Ten Hag is breaking one of the worst records, worst ever one, worst ever. And they were, and even though they dominated West Ham United, they were absolutely awful. And Rasmus Højlund, you've got to feel sorry for him. Yes, I can laugh at him because he still ain't scoring in the Premier League, but but he hasn't been getting a lot of service. He hasn't. So there you go. So I feel sorry for Rasmus Højlund. I mean, he's got to score, otherwise he could be one of the worst signings under Manchester United. But well, not really, but he could potentially be because Nkunku came on in the last he has played 32 minutes and scored that goal. You know, he's scoring more goals than Rasmus Højlund. So Rasmus Højlund just needs to find goals because if he doesn't, then he'll be like, why did I come here? Like seriously, why? If you know what I mean. But yeah, Manchester United. I mean, listen, I feel like I see this being another game where they don't score because because who's going to score for them, you know? And plus, as Villa are on a title race, so if so, the only way for Villa to be in first place is that they need to beat Manchester United and hoping that Liverpool and Arsenal drop points. And I'll get to Arsenal in just a minute. So that's the only thing, yeah, that will make Aston Villa go first. So yeah, there we go. For this game today, I'm definitely going to be watching that. Like I said, that's what I'm going to do a live watch on this one. But yeah, Aston Villa against Manchester United. I'm gonna go for Villa win. I'm definitely gonna go for Villa win. I'm gonna go for, and it's so difficult, you know. Um, I'm gonna go for 1-0 because that's what Aston Villa tend to do against big teams. They did it against Chelsea. They did it against Arsenal. Did they face Liverpool? I think I've forgotten. But yeah, they did that against Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City, and Tottenham. Who else am I missing? So yeah, they're facing. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 1-0 Villa. I feel like this is gonna be another game where Man United lose, especially at Old Trafford. They don't score, and yeah, and let's not forget that Villa, the last time they beat Manchester United at Old Trafford was in 2021, something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, I'm gonna go for 1-0 Villa. If this goes at Villa Park, I would go for 3-1 or maybe 2-0, but it's at Old Trafford. But I still think that Villa will win because Manchester United are awful. You know, they're in eighth place, and if they're not careful, they could suddenly drop down to ninth, and they could potentially be the same points as Chelsea. So that's a problem made off. Like big. I mean, the two. I mean, Manchester United and Chelsea. I mean, I never. I mean, I don't remember the last time that these two clubs were in both the mid-table. Because remember, these two clubs, before Manchester United won the last Premier League, both Chelsea and Manchester United won the title race. Both teams were. So the fact that that thing is over now, I mean, it's just ain't good enough, man. But yeah, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna go for 1-0 Villa. I'm gonna go for 1-0 Villa because Manchester United, I don't know how they're going. I don't know how they're gonna win this game. But all I know is that so Cliff has bought 25% of that club. So let's see if let's see if Manchester United can get that first win under their new ownership. So yeah, so yeah, that's my prediction. Sorry guys, 1-0 Villa for that one. So there we go. Then we move on into Wednesday's games. Sorry, let me just. Yeah, we move on into Wednesday's games. So the first one is Brentford against Wolves. Now, of course, Brentford. Um, who did they face? Oh yeah, Brentford didn't face Manchester City because that game got cancelled. But before that, they did lose against Aston Villa. Whereas for Wolves, they beat Chelsea on Christmas Eve. So I'm not so yeah, but sometimes Wolves' last away games would not be that great. But listen, Brentford over the last couple of games have looked a bit shaky under Thomas Frank. So could this be another home loss for Brentford? Because Wolves, I mean, if this game was at Monaco, I would definitely go for Wolves win. But it's at the G2 Community Stadium, and Wolves don't have good away records, so it's so difficult to predict. So, so surely Brentford should get this win. If they don't, then honestly, it looks like the G Tech Stadium still not is still not a difficult place to go to after all. But surely Brentford will win. So I'm gonna go for 2-1. Oh, not that. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Brentford because even though Ivan Toney expect to be back next month, I feel like they still got some really good players. So yeah, for Wolves, I think the goal scorer for me, I'm going to go for Wan Hee Chang. For Brentford, the goal scorers, I'm going to go for, let's see, Wisap and Ubemu. Those are going to be the goal scorers for that game tomorrow. So yeah, on the 27th of December. So yeah, 2-1 to Brentford against Wolves. And yeah, let's see if Brentford can bounce back after that heartbreaking late winner against Aston Villa. So let's see if Brentford can bounce back from that home defeat. So yeah, 2-1 to Brentford. Let me just see. It's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. So yeah, so let's see if Brentford can get that bounce back. Right, the next one. I mean, Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Now, and we know that Chelsea lost on Christmas Eve. And we all know that Crystal Palace won again against Brighton. I mean, this game, we always, I mean, we always beat Crystal Palace, but especially when we were bad last season. Um, listen, if Crystal Palace beat Chelsea, I wouldn't be surprised, or not be, because Crystal Palace. I mean, the last time Crystal Palace beat Chelsea was 2017. You know, when it was 2-1 to Crystal Palace under Antonio Conte. That was the last time they that Crystal Palace ever beat Chelsea in the Premier League. And I can't remember, and I don't think Crystal Palace have that good record at Stamford Bridge. I don't think they have done so. Maybe that could be a good thing. But listen, we are still awful. And plus, there is no Sterling and there is no Cole Palmer because they got suspended in that game. So and plus, I don't think that Pochettino is going to start Christopher Nkunku in this game. I just don't. I really don't. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if we keep losing games, if we lose against Palace, we lose against Luton, and we lose against Liverpool, then sack Poch. But not only that, sack Bowley, sack the recruitment team, sack the Clear Lake, sack like everybody from top to bottom needs to leave. They need to leave. Borja needs to go. I don't know who else, but listen, I really hope that fans pick up the banners and protest at Stamford Bridge because this cannot continue. Because the owners of this club, and the recruitment team and every single one and every single person, um, you know, at the top are the reason why we ruined it because you spend £1 billion, couldn't sign like a proper striker. Been telling Chelsea fans now we cannot sign players that are more than 25 years, no experience. This is why we need to protest because that's the only way for Chelsea Football Club to be fixed and getting back to where they was. That's the only way because many people are accepting this rubbish and been telling me, oh, you still being negative, oh, back the process and all that shit. Yeah. Do you think I'm going to accept this rubbish? No. That's why I'm going to keep on calling out Top Bowley, Poch. I'm still going to, do that until they leave the club. And I will not stop until they leave. Because they're an embarrassment to us, Chelsea fans. They simply are. And like I said in my reaction, I can't remember the last time where Chelsea ever gone 2 consecutive seasons without Europe. I can't remember. I just can't. Like our main target this season is to at least finish in the top five, you know, to perhaps finish in Europe. And in that Newcastle game, we're lucky to go through. But the reason why we've done that is because Pochettino brought on Nkunku, Matson, Gusto, putting them in that preferred position, and that's how we've won that game. But a game against Wolves, completely different. You know, Enzo as sorry, not Enzo, what is it? Did Enzo? Yeah, Enzo. No, he got sick. No, yes, no Caicedo, no that stuff. But Enzo as a number 10, you know, putting Broja and Jackson up top, which did work, but two of the worst players. Sterling, stayed on that pitch for 90 minutes. Putting Liwa Kolo as left back again. Dropping Bade Shield. Like, like Poch needs to stop this. He needs to pick players in the right position. If I ever see Colwell, yeah, if I ever see Badishu being dropped again, Cole is left back again, you know, Conor Gallagher playing alongside Caicedo, and putting Lather in the squad. If I ever see that again, they're not winning that game because I don't trust him. I just don't at all. I just don't, so yeah, honestly, guys, I mean, I just don't know what to say. All I know is I'm not confident in this game. I mean, if, I mean, Crystal Palace don't have a good record at Stamford Bridge, so that's why I'm going to predict to join this one. I'm going to predict to 1-1. But listen, if Crystal Palace do get that win, like a 1-0 scrappy win, I wouldn't be surprised. Because this shows you how embarrassing we are. Yeah? And like I said, no team in 2023 have lost more games than Chelsea. No team. And you know the worst thing is that we are 3 points, yeah, of 14th and 6 points behind above Nottingham Forest, who are in 15th. And like I said, yes, we're not like close to the relegation zone before Christmas, but we could potentially be close to the relegation zone before the new year or after the new year if results keep on getting this bad. And that's why you saw me predicting the Wolves win. Because, like I said, don't get gassed about Sheffield United because they're rock bottom. Wolves are a completely different team. And then people are on my neck. Do you understand why I predicted that Wolves win? I got that 3 points? Because I got sense. Yeah? People calling me deluded and saying back the process. Yeah? They're being more positive. They accepted this. I didn't. I didn't. You know? So this where you need to understand that Chelsea are wanted to the core. We are finished. We're not sales club anymore. We're a banter club, and people are laughing at us. And you know why? It's the people upstairs that made it happen. Them, them. Yes, you can blame the players and the manager, but it's mostly on them. And yes, sacking Poch won't do anything, but I didn't want him in the first place. There are other managers available. Luis Enrique, Jules Nagelsmann. Now they're not available. Luis Enrique wanted to come to Chelsea. He was desperate, but Todd Body said no. The same goes for Jules Nagelsmann. He said no. Todd Body's making things wrong, and that's why we need to protest. We need a different owner that will be like Warren Abramovich. Yes, maybe not Howard and Farwin, but cares about Chinese Football Club because Todd Body don't care. He doesn't know anything about like a proper game of football. He only knows about American football. That is it. Like, honestly, like but let me not talk about this too much because these are the prediction and not the not yeah not the Chelsea preview, not that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go for 1-1. Simple as that. I mean, we may not score in this game and lose, but it is what it is. But Crystal Palace don't have a good record, so I'm just gonna go for 1-1 draw. So there we go. So yeah. The next one, Everton against Manchester City now. Manchester City didn't got didn't play against Brentford because they were in the FIFA Club World Cup, but they're back in England. I'd just like to say congratulations to Manchester City. 5 trophies in 2023, and it could have been six. It could have been six because they were this close to actually making it to the Carabao Cup final if they didn't lose against Southampton. They were this close, but 5 trophies isn't that bad. Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League, um, FIFA Club World Cup, and the Super Cup. So well done to them. 5 trophies in 2023. So there we go. So the big question is, Sean Dice. Yes, they've lost against Tottenham, but they have plenty of chances to either get to the point or to win. So the big question is, Manchester City, after winning that Club World Cup, will they manage to beat Everton? Because Everton are starting to pick up form. They really are. And that game is at Goodison Park. We all know that Everton don't have a good record there. But this game, I see this game being the draw. Even though I think Manchester City will win. But it's so difficult, because hmm, it's really is difficult. But I mean, Manchester United went there and beat them, and you know what? Yeah, despite Everton dominated against Manchester United, they've lost that game. And the same thing for Tottenham. Even though they dominated in that game, they've lost. So for this game, it's so difficult, But I might go for Man City to win. But I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet, though. I don't think so. I don't think so. So yeah, it's gonna be a tight. I feel like I'm gonna go for 2-1 City because I feel like this is gonna be a tight game. It's not gonna be easy for them like it was last season, but I think they're gonna finally get that win, to bounce back after that 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace um 2 weeks ago. Yeah, something like that after 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I feel like they will bounce back because right now they're in fifth place, of course. They only have a game against Brentford, and if they win, they're in the title race. So there we go. But Man City needs to bounce back because if they keep on dropping points, then honestly this pressure is on Pep. Pressure really is on him, but I feel like they will bounce back. So it's not gonna be an easy game for Manchester City, but I feel like they will bounce back, and I feel like they will get the 3 points. So yeah, Everton the goal score for me. I'm gonna go for the Corway. For Man City though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I did see Kevin De Bruyne being trained, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to be in the squad for that game, but we should wait to see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, all I know is that Man City, the goal scorers for me, I'm going to go for Phil Foden and also Jack Grealish. Those are going to be the goal scorers for that game on Wednesday. So yeah, 2-1 to Manchester City is going to be my prediction for that game on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So there we go. How am I doing for time? Okay, just a couple of more minutes. So yeah, let me just be quick. Let me just be quick. All right, the next one is Thursday's games. We've got Brighton up against Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Brighton, what was their last game actually? Brighton, wait, I forgot, you know. Who did Brighton play? Let me check. Who did Brighton play? Yeah, I forgot who Brighton played. Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look. Sorry, guys. Who did Brighton play last? And did they win that game? Oh yeah, Crystal Palace. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, they drew against Crystal Palace. Yeah, which I predicted 1-1. For Tottenham, I mean, if it wasn't for Bukayo, they would have won that game against Everton. But yeah, Tottenham has started to pick up like decent wins and I mean, yeah, decent results. And looking at the table, yeah, they're back in the title race because they are 3 points behind Liverpool and Aston Villa, and they are 4 points behind Arsenal. So imagine if Arsenal, Liverpool, and Villa don't win those games, and Tottenham beat Brighton. Then honestly, this title race is on because it would turn to three teams being the title race to potentially like four and or maybe five. So there we go. So yeah, they're away to Brighton though. Now this is so difficult to predict because Tottenham tend to do one at Ange Postecoglou of the last couple of games. For this game, I feel like Tottenham will get that win because they're starting to play decent football. And Charlison is getting a good scoring form, and the same goes for Son as well. Like, he's starting to get his confidence back. So for this game on Thursday, I am going to go. It's also going to be a tight one. I'm going to go for 2-1 Tottenham. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 Tottenham um because Brighton, especially at home, I've looked a bit shaky on the Robert De Zerbi. So yeah, my prediction is 2-1 Tottenham. For Brighton, I feel like the only goal scorer for me, I'm going to go for Pedro Neto. For Tottenham, the goal scorers, I'm going to go for Son and with Charlison, like they did in the game against Everton. So yeah, is Basuma back in this game, or is he out for 3 games, or maybe more than that? Well, actually, no, he's out for 4 games because he got 2 red cards. Yeah, 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 yeah. So if he's Basuma, would have never got that red card. He would have been facing against his old club, Brighton. So there we go. But he's missed that opportunity. So there we go. But top one without Yus Bissouma. So let's see if he can do the same thing. Let's see if they can do the same thing against Brighton on Thursday. So yeah, 2-1 to Tottenham is going to be my prediction for that game on Thursday. And then last and not least, we have got the London Derby, Arsenal against West Ham United. West Ham United don't have a good record at the Emirates, and also they beat Manchester United. If this game was at the London Stadium, I'd have definitely gone for a West Ham win, or maybe 2-1, or maybe 3-1, because when they faced each other in the Carabao Cup, I thought Arsenal would beat West Ham, but that didn't happen. So there we go. But this game is at the Emirates Stadium, and West Ham don't have a good record there. And plus, Arsenal drew against Liverpool, and I feel like they were lucky to get that draw because Martin Odegaard, touched the ball in the penalty area, and the rules that he cannot do that. So I feel like Arsenal are lucky, but maybe they'll disagree with me. So, but at least they're top up Christmas. But let's see if they can win the league because when teams like Liverpool and Arsenal, every time they finish first place during Christmas, they tend to bottle it. So let's see if Arsenal can win it this time. If they go into another season and won't win the trophy, then Mikel Arteta needs to see some serious questions because during his lifetime he's only won two trophies, only two, one domestic and the other one the Community Shield, which is like a charity. So yeah, but yeah, listen, Mikel Arteta needs to get this right, otherwise he's under some serious pressure. But yeah, this game is going to be difficult for both teams. But listen, this game is at the Emirates Stadium, so that's why I'm going to go for an Arsenal win of 2-1. Because, like I said, West Ham don't have good record there. The only way I can see West Ham getting a decent result against Arsenal is to do what you did against Manchester United. Allow them to have possession, but just figure out the way to frustrate them, and just get that win, like he did against Manchester United. So if West Ham do get that win, that's huge. That is going to be huge for them. But I definitely don't see that happening on Thursday. So yeah. So I think Arsenal, after getting a decent draw and getting a draw against Liverpool, feel like they will get that win. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 to Arsenal. The goal scores for me, I'm going to go for Bukayo Saka and also maybe Kai Havertz in this one. Yeah, Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz. For West Ham, I'm gonna go for Mohamed Kudus, and I feel like we should have definitely signed him because he's been getting 6 goals in the Premier League, and he's been scoring more goals than Manchester United attackers. So yeah, yeah, I feel like we should have definitely gone Kudus and get Kudus because he would have been a great signing to us, especially as the number 10. So I feel like he's gonna score in that game against Arsenal. So yeah, Kudus can score for West Ham, Saka and Kai Havertz to score for Arsenal in that game against in that game at the Emirates Stadium. So yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal for that game on Thursday, on the 28th of December. Right, guys. So that is all the games for the midweek, starting from today. So let me go through them one more time. So later on today, earlier kickoff, I've gone for Newcastle United 3-1 win against Forest. Then after the next one, 3 p.m. kickoff, I've gone for Bournemouth 2-0 win against Fulham. 1-1 draw between Sheffield United and Luton Town. Then 5:30 p.m. kickoff, I've gone for 3-0 Liverpool win against Burnley at Turf Moor. Then the final one, Saturday night football, 8 p.m. at Old Trafford. I've gone for Aston Villa 1-0 win against Manchester United. Then moving on into the three games on Wednesday. The first one, I've gone for Brentford 2-1 win against Wolves. Then I've gone for 1-1 draw between Chelsea and Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. Then the- then then a Wednesday night football, late kickoff. I've gone for Manchester City 2-1 win against Everton. Then moving on into Thursday's games, two of them. I've gone for a 2-1 win in North London clubs. Tottenham against Brighton in the South Coast at the Amex Stadium, and also Arsenal 2-1 win against West Ham United in a big London derby at the Emirates Stadium. So that is it, guys. So that is all my predictions for game week number 19, I believe, or something like that. So there we go. So yeah, guys, I believe that's game week 19 in the Premier League. Let me see before I forget. So if it is, then we're halfway through into the season already. My goodness me. Yeah, game week number 19, so we're halfway there, because there's 38 games and 38 divided by 2 is 19. So, boy, oh boy, I mean, 19 matches already. Man, that is so quick. That is so quick. So, yeah, we're in game week 19, and yeah, just a couple of games before we enter the new year. So, yeah, time is going in quick and fast, it really is. So, those are the midweek games. So, today's one, I mean, let's see if I'll be able to do the Manchester United as Villa one if I'm not that busy. But Wednesday, of course, I'll be doing Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. Then on Thursday, sorry, I'm going to be doing Arsenal versus West Ham United because that's going to be a big game, especially especially at the Emirates Stadium. So I'm definitely looking forward to those games during the midweek. So there we go. Right, guys, so that is it. That's the end of my at the end of this video. So I'd like to wish you all a Merry Christmas once again. If you enjoyed it yesterday, Happy Boxing Day, since today is the 26th of December. In case if I've forgotten, so Happy Boxing Day, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the games, and let's see if your team can bounce back and get that win. The likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, maybe Manchester United or Chelsea, but I do doubt those teams. So there we go. So let's see if your team can bounce back. So yeah, guys, hopefully if you enjoyed this video, and if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Hit sorry guys, let me just yeah. Don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you tell all your friends to subscribe to my new channel called Elijah Talks Football. Tell them to hit the bonus notification, subscribe, send it to your friends, your family, everyone that you know. It's because they are welcome to come to my channel and give their predictions in the comments down below, and react to my predictions as well for this week's game week 19 for midweek games after Christmas Day. So there we go. It's coming in thick and fast, and we're halfway through already, so that tells you that time really goes quick this time of year. So there we go. So, alright, guys, happy Boxing Day. Enjoy the rest of the games, and I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. Take care, guys. Pick up your damn selves. And as always, God bless. Catch you guys again. Peace.